Hey folks, not starting the year off well already. Wow. I didn't go out yesterday, January 1st, so January 2nd, today's my first day out in the year 2024. And I already have a problem with the monster. Go figure. So I'm out, heading to McDonald's to grab my coffee. And then I was going to do some shopping and go for a bit of a tour. Well, driving down the sidewalk, and all of a sudden I hear this scraping noise. My first thought was, oh wonderful, flat tire. Because it sounded like the tire was scraping on the fender bracket, which is what happens when I get a flat. Because the tire just kind of... well, when it's fully inflated, it's kind of rounded in the middle, and it just kind of flattens down and spreads outwards. So it scrapes on the fender bracket. I'm used to that, so I thought that's what it was. I'm looking at it, it's fine. Then I noticed my bumper light was kind of pointing, like shining. The light itself was shining off to the side a bit. I was thinking, oh great, my headlight broke again. Because if you remember, last year, I think it was last year, I was at Dollarama, and I went forward instead of backwards and ran into the garbage can and broke the headlight. It fell off, so that's what I thought it was. So I stop, I look forward, and the headlight's like face down on the sidewalk. So I get off, and oh no, it's not just it's not just the light. The bumper fell off. So I got it bungee corded right now. I got one around each side holding it tight against the monster, and I got the third one just holding it up so it doesn't fall down. So it's holding it in place. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It doesn't want to go downward, so it's not going to fall off. But, you know, I have another rattle. So if you remember, a couple years ago when I was working on the steering, I had the monster up and I was showing the bottom of the bumper. It's got holes in it, and it was rusting from the inside out, and it was looking pretty crazy. I was going to do something about that last year. I was going to weld a support across the bottom of it just to keep everything in place. And, well, we know what happened last summer. Not much of anything. So I never got to it. And now I don't have a choice. I'm not going to do anything today. It's really cold out today. It looks like it's going to be cold for a little while. We had a couple of snowstorms coming at us. But it's not like I can down on my knees and do it anyways. I gotta lift the front of the monster up, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. So, but I can't leave it too long, because these bungee cords, I love these little things, these little 10-inch minis. They're so useful. I use them for everything. Unfortunately, they're really hard to find, and the only place I can get them now is Amazon. And they're not cheap. This one here, this was the cheapest one I found. It was a 20-pack, and it was over $30. And there's only one left in there now. They don't last long. I can't. This isn't a permanent solution, because you know they stay stretched out like that, and they won't shrink back down. They'll stay stretched out, and then they're kind of useless after that. But this is why I carry bungee cords with me all the time, because you just never know, right? So, next chapter in the monster issues. But it's okay for now. Like I say, it's not a permanent solution. I'm not going to be able to keep it like that. But, you know, that was my fear. Now that the cold weather's here, you know, ow! If I have any issues, you know, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. And, well, here we are with the first issue. Sorry, just trying to do these straps up with one hand. Not working too. The first one wasn't too bad. This one's kind of hidden behind the roll bar here. It's kind of more difficult. Come on, get in there. Get in there. It's going off on an angle for some reason. Straight in. Here we go. Okay. So. I was looking through. Actually, I'm not even sure how I came across it. I found a video from the past I was going to share. That was going to be my next video, but apparently this one's going to be now. I'll share it anyways, because it's kind of interesting. I really like it. And it's something from way back from when I first got the Monster. I was driving through the trail and something happened. It was kind of funny. It's kind of like, oh, what the heck? But it's kind of funny too. And it just, for new subscribers that haven't watched my earlier videos, you get to see it. It's actually kind of cool. I just want to go down here and check this out. I want to see how thick this ice is. Hopefully there's no puddles hidden underneath the grass here. Nope, we're good. Very good. It's not too thick. It actually looked a little thicker from up on the bank. Yeah. It only looks like it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Is there any fishies in the water? That's the problem. When floods come through, you get fish trapped in these little pockets of water here, and then once everything dries out, they run out of water and they die off. But I think that's gonna happen yet, because we got more snow coming, and the river's gonna end up going up again anyways in the springtime. That won't be an issue until summer. I don't see any in there. If there are any, they're little tiny ones hiding under the grass I can't see. No big fish anyway. Whee! I gotta go back up there and put my gloves on. My hands are frozen. It's not super cold right now, but it's windy. That wind is really causing me an issue with my hands, because I don't have my gloves on. So it looks like winter's finally going to be here. We got a little bit of snow coming tomorrow. It doesn't look like it. Kind of like this. We got this yesterday, or actually day before. I went out for a drive in the snow, and it took longer to get here than I thought. So I was pretty much done my tour by the time it started. But we never got much, and it was kind of cold, so. It didn't melt. Not much melt anyways. It's obviously it melted a little bit, but not much at all. And tomorrow, I think tomorrow night, Friday morning, something like that, there's another system coming through. And then this weekend we have a big storm coming. And then next week there's an even bigger storm coming. And that one is a very low pressure. It's got a lot of wind associated with it, so once it passes, it looks like we're going to get snow squalls. So everything's going to start hitting us, because we've been lucky right now. All the storms have been either northern Ontario or passing by to our south. So we've been lucky that way. They've all passed us. Except for this last one that just kind of lingered around, and just kept bringing us rain after rain after rain, which was kind of crazy. But I don't have to shovel rain, so I don't mind that. And the temperature was pretty nice, so I didn't have anything to worry about that way. It was kind of enjoyable. But it looks like that's going to change now. So I don't know. Last few years, the months have been, or the seasons have been a little bit messed up. We get summer in the autumn, and we get autumn in the winter, and winter in the spring, and spring in the summer. It almost seems like it's backwards this year. We'll see what happens anyway. can't do anything about it, so just have to deal with it as it comes. But we'll see what happens. So hopefully this year I'll have a little better I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping my health will be at a level where I can actually get something done with the monster. I want to take it apart and give it a complete overhaul. I wanted to do that last year, but that didn't happen. So I want to get rid of the rest again. I'm going to fix that bumper. 'Cause I don't need the bumper. It looks better with it on, but it holds my headlight. So, you know, I kind of need it for that. But, you know, I can't hit anything with the bumper anyways, because nah. If you watch my videos, you'll understand. But it holds my light. I need that light there. So, gotta fix it one way or another. I don't know what else to say. I'm just hoping to get something done this year. I hate not being able to do anything. It makes me feel so useless. I hate it so much. But I don't know, a lot of it could be attitude too. My attitude wasn't very good this last summer. I was angry at everything. Depressed all the time. So hopefully that'll change. Because that really makes a big difference with the motivation, which I just didn't have. So hopefully we'll see what happens. And you know, I have an issue and I have a temporary fix. A temporary fix just kind of stops me from fixing it permanently. It's like, well, it's working, I don't need to do anything with it. But I gotta do something with my front tires. I've got my new tires. I'm not putting them on until I get the steering and everything fixed, because the wheels just aren't aligned right now, and they're wearing down. That's why I thought I had a flat tire, because the right one, you know, the cords inside are showing. So for spring, right front tire is going to be flat, and it's going to be hard to steer. But I get to it. I'll deal with it. I'll drive all summer and rip the sidewalls off like I did last time. Driving on a flat tire permanently. We'll see what happens. I just thought I'd give you an update. The new year's not starting off on a good note. That's the monster.